A son asked his father for his inheritance while he was still alive. In their culture, that was the same as wishing his father was dead. And still, the father gave it to him. This story isn't about a son who got lost. It's about a father who never stopped watching the road. You know what you did. You know the decisions you made. You know how long it's been since you last prayed without shame. Maybe it's been 2 years, maybe 10, maybe your whole life. Feeling like the door to your faith closed the day you walked away. You think, I've wasted too much time, I've done too much damage, I don't have the right to come back anymore. That guilt weighs on you when you drive in silence. It weighs on you when you see others pray with confidence. It weighs on you when you think about your family and feel like you disappointed everyone, God included.
Lo llaman la noche oscura del alma. Y casi nadie habla de eso desde el púlpito.
Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's money that never stretches far enough. Maybe it's the health of someone you love or your own. Maybe you don't even know exactly what you're afraid of. You just know the fear is there, all the time, like background noise that never shuts off. You've tried breathing deeply. You've tried distracting yourself. And still, minutes later, the anxiety comes back, like it has a memory of its own. This isn't a story made up to comfort you. It's in Luke 15, told by Jesus himself, to people who also felt too far gone to return. If Jesus told it for them, he told it for you too. The son took his share of the inheritance and spent it all. Everything. In a distant country, living however he wanted, no limits, no direction. When the money ran out, a famine hit. He ended up feeding pigs. In his culture, the deepest humiliation possible. He was so hungry, he envied the food the animals ate. That's rock bottom. And even there, Jesus never says he stopped being a son. Here's the idea you need today. Your worst decisions didn't change who you are to God. They changed where you are, not who you are. Scripture says the son came to his senses. It doesn't say he felt worthy. It doesn't say he felt prepared. It just says he realized where he was and decided to walk back. He even rehearsed his apology. I no longer deserve to be called your son. Treat me like one of your hired servants. Notice something important. He expected to be received as a servant, not as a son. That was the limit of what he believed he deserved. Don't wait to feel ready, worthy, or sorry enough before you return to prayer, to faith, to trying again. The son walked back feeling exactly how you feel right now. And he walked anyway. But what happened when he arrived changes the whole story. In that culture, an older father never ran. Running in public was humiliating for a man of his position. And yet the text says the father saw him while he was still a long way off, meaning the father had been watching the road, probably every single day since his son left. And he ran. He humbled himself publicly to reach his son before his son could even finish walking through the shame. Here's what you need to understand today. God isn't waiting for you with his arms crossed, evaluating whether you deserve to come back. He's watching from a distance, ready to run toward you before you even finish your apology. The son never even got to finish his rehearsed speech. Handing over something specific feels different than handing over something vague. But even after handing it over, some days the storm still feels too big. The father didn't give him a lecture. He gave him a ring, a new robe, sandals, and threw a celebration with the fattest calf he had. The ring meant restored authority. The robe, restored honor. The sandals, only sons wore those in that household, not servants, meant he was coming back as a son, not an employee. Here's the bold claim of this section. God doesn't take you back on probation. He doesn't give you a trial period to prove you've changed. He restores your full position from the very first step you take toward him. Practical idea. Today, pray one simple sentence, even if you feel unworthy. Here I am, Father. That's all the prodigal son could say. It was enough. But there's one more character in this story almost nobody talks about. It doesn't change the storm instantly, but it changes how you face it. And that brings us to the final piece most anxious people never actually apply. The older brother, the one who stayed, the one who did everything right, got angry about the celebration. He felt invisible, unrecognized, upset that his irresponsible brother got such a welcome. This is for you too. If you're not the one who left, but the one who stayed, resentful, tired of doing the right thing without feeling like anyone notices. The father's response is key. Son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. Grace toward one doesn't take anything away from the other. Then, physically, fold the paper and put it somewhere out of sight, a drawer, a box. It's a physical act that represents exactly what Peter describes, handing something over, not just thinking about it. It sounds simple, but the body learns what the hands practice, not just what the mind understands. I told you at the start, this story isn't about a son who got lost. It's about a father who never stopped watching the road. That hasn't changed, no matter how much time has passed in your life. The road is still there, and God is still watching. This week, take the first step yourself, even if it's just one sentence in prayer, "Here I am." You don't need the perfect speech. The son didn't have one either. That's what makes this piece different. It's not the absence of problems. It's presence in the middle of them. If this message spoke to you, subscribe. We talk about what really matters here every week. And if you know someone who feels like it's too late to come back, share this with them. It might be exactly what they need to hear today. 1. When anxiety comes, name it out loud. 2. Ask yourself if the fear is about right now or about a future that doesn't exist yet. 3. Pray out loud with specific details, not generalities. 4. Remember he's in the boat with you, not watching from a distance. 5. Tonight, write your worry on paper and physically hand it over. None of these 5 things require the anxiety to disappear first. They're all designed to be practiced in the middle of it. Before we close, I need to tell you something directly. Feeling anxious doesn't mean your faith is weak. The disciples, with Jesus physically in the same boat, felt the same panic you feel today. The difference isn't in not feeling fear. It's in who you talk to when the fear arrives. At the start, I told you the Bible repeats, "Do not fear," 365 times. One for every day. That means today, whatever day you're living through, there's a specific word for you, written for this exact moment. Tonight, try just one thing we talked about today. Write your worry on paper and hand it over. You don't have to do it all at once. If this message spoke to you,